Oh. Hello. Give me a moment. I need to go ahead and grab the text editor because we need to be able to share our text. Where is my window capture? I don't know why I have 3 game captures. Anyway, window capture, Sublime Text unregistered. There it is. Okay, you're there. Let's move it down underneath everything else. And there we go. We're ready. So today we are going to be learning some more from Japanese for Busy People, Volume 2. I know we didn't actually finish going through Volume 1's audio exercises, but class has started. I need to do my homework. So we're going to start with the audio exercises from the chapters that I need to study from, and then we can circle back. So we're going to be jumping up in difficulty, I suppose. And just give me 1 second. I had to open up the SoundCloud, which has the audio exercises.
For busy people.
Okay, so this is track 35.
Lesson 6.
I think you can hear it, right?
顔色が良くありませんね。風邪ですか？
ええ、実はちょっと熱があるんです。さっき薬を買ってきて飲んだんですが。はっ！
早く家に帰って休んだ方がいいですよ。
でも、まだ昨日の会議のレポートを書いていないんです。
無理をしない方がいいですよ。あさってから中国出張でしょ？
ええ。じゃあ、すみませんが、今日はお先に失礼します。
ええ、お大事に。
This guy needs to go home. Coughing up a storm.
Target dialogue.
Okay, so I understood most of that.
顔色が良くありませんね。風邪ですか？
ええ、実はちょっと熱があるんです。さっき薬を買ってきて飲んだんですが。はっ！
早く家に帰って休んだ方がいいですよ。
でも、まだ昨日の会議のレポートを書いていないんです。
無理をしない方がいいですよ。あさってから中国出張でしょ？
ええ。じゃあ、すみませんが、今日はお先に失礼します。
ええ、お大事に。
There's only a couple of vocab words in there that I didn't grab, but okay, here we go. Ready?
Target
Oh, I'm gonna have to zoom this in for you.
顔色が良くありませんね。風邪ですか？
ええ、実はちょっと熱があるんです。さっき薬を買ってきて飲んだんですが。
Having
ちょっと熱があるんです。
to zoom made me get thrown off.
Target dialogue.
All right, ready?
顔色が良くありませんね。風邪ですか？
ええ、実はちょっと熱があるんです。さっき薬を買ってきて飲んだんですが。はっ！
早く家に帰って休んだ方がいいですよ。
I think that's what he said.
まだ昨日の
Hold on.
Target dialogue.
It's a two-parter.
顔色が良くありませんね。風邪ですか？
ええ、実はちょっと熱があるんです。さっき薬を買ってきて飲んだんですが。はっ！
早く家に帰って休んだ方がいいですよ。
でも、まだ昨日の会議のレポートを書いていないんです。
無理をしない方がいいですよ。
noises.
Dialogue.
Hold on.
顔色が良くありませんね。風邪ですか？
ええ、実はちょっと熱があるんです。さっき薬を買ってきて飲んだんですが。はっ！
早く家に帰って休んだ方がいいですよ。
でも、まだ昨日の会議のレポートを書いていないんです。
I think that's
買
what
っ
he
てきて
said.
飲んだんですが。はっ！
早く家に帰って休んだ方がいいですよ。
でも、まだ昨日の会議のレポートを書いていないんです。
無理をしない方がいいですよ。あさってからいいですよ。
でも、まだ昨日の会議のレポートを書いていないんです。
Yesterday's
無理
report.
をしない方がいいですよ。
I haven't finished writing
明後日から中国出張で
yesterday's
しょ
report
ええ
yet.
うちに帰って休んだ方がいいですよ。
でもまだ昨日の会議のレポートを書いていないんです。
無理をしない方がいいですよ。明後日から中国出張でしょ。
ええじゃあすみませんが今日はお先に失礼します。
ええ、お大事に。
Lesson
Hold on.
6 Target Dialogue
顔色がよくありませんね。風邪ですか？
ええ実はちょっと熱があるんです。さっき薬を買ってきて飲んだんですが。はち！
早くうちに帰って休んだ方がいいですよ。
でもまだ昨日の会議のレポートを書いていないんです。
無理をしない方がいいですよ。明後日から中国出張でしょ。
ええじゃあすみませんが今日はお先に失礼します。
ええ、お大事に。
Lesson 6 Target Dialogue
Okay,
顔色がよくありませんね。
so the main
風邪ですか？
one that I'm not totally
Yeah.
sure about.
実はちょっと熱があるんです。さっき薬を買ってきて飲んだんですが。はち！
早くうちに帰って休んだ方がいいですよ。
That part right
Demo-
there. So like that's him giving us advice and like saying, you know, that we should do something. I context clue wise, I think it's this, but
早くうちに帰って休んだ方がいいですよ。
でも
there's a vocab word in there that I don't recognize. That's force yourself. Right. Yeah. So the English translation here says you should go home early and rest. Right? Oh, sorry, no, it's you shouldn't push yourself. Which is Murio Shinai. Right? Where is... Sato Dekura Chugoku Oh, that's why. Shucho Desho. Yeah, so that's the business trip. Shucho's business trip.
に帰って休んだ方がいいですよ。
でも
Kaite
まだ
Yasunda. Oh, that's it's the informal of resting that's throwing me off, I think. Like Yasumi, but it's Yasun.
薬を買ってきて飲んだんですが。はち！
早くうちに帰って休んだ方がいいですよ。
でもまだ昨日の会議のレポートを書いていないんです。
What is he
無理
saying?
をしない方がいいですよ。明後日から中国
Hold on. Hayaku uchi ni kaite. Hurry up and go home. Return home. Yasunda ho ga ii desu yo. Yeah, it would be better to rest. Hurry and go home. It'd be good to rest, basically. Yeah, okay. It's so small. Like, I feel like that's like one of the harder things about Japanese is like there's so much packed into so little. Hayaku uchi ni kaete, right? Like hayaku being the adverb form or like the adjective form of her, like go like early. So like go home early because uchi ni kaete is, you know, go home, and hayaku uchi ni kaete, hurry up and go home or go home early. And then yasunda ho ga ii desu yo. It's better to rest. So like this is so much packed in there. So like it's so hard. I feel like that's like one of the things that makes it like daunting to talk to an actual like person, is that like the number of times that like that I would have to be like moichido kudasai. Yukuri ite kudasai. Moichido. Like over and over and over and over again, because I can't like pick up all the bits and things. Still got like most of it though, like going through pretty quickly. So, you look pale. You have a cold. Yes, in fact, I have a bit of a fever. Ah, that's what it is. I have a bit of a fever. No, not that. Jitsu wa Choto Netsu ga Netsu is fever, I guess. I think this is the where is it? There's a vocab page here that goes over all your like horrible illnesses. Words and symptoms. Here it is. Is fever in here? Wonder if it's a different one. Pretty sure Netsu's fever though. Oh. To our credit, this conversation is spoken pretty much near native speed. Yeah. If we were visiting having the call, they would be slower for us. Yeah. I just feel bad. I would feel bad if someone like dumbed themselves down to talk to me. You know? Which I mean they would anyway, but still. Okay, I don't think there's too much else to go over this. Like him saying that he hasn't written the report of yesterday's meeting. Demo mata kino no kaigi no reporto kaite nine desu, which has the n form, which is good to note because that's like, I feel like you don't pick that up in like a beginner book. Like, I mean, this is a level 2 book, so there's that. But where is it? Kaite 9. Oh, thanks. Whoops. Fuck that up. Kaite 9. There we go. But yeah, this form, which is Kaite 9, because he's offering like an explanation, right? So it gets into that informal with the n at the end to indicate that he's explaining something, which in this case is him like being like, well, I still need to write, you know, he's explaining why he hasn't gone home yet, which is why he uses it. Okay, let's see. So that's the audio exercise for or the target dialogue rather, I should say, for clocking out early. And then we get into some grammar stuff. So here's the first bit. So 1, using the adverbial forms of adjectives to modify verbs, which we saw used in go home early, which can also be used for like wake up early, which is the example they give. So they give the example of hayai becomes hayaku. And to say that you got up early, you could say hayaku okimashita. Right? So this little lad modifies waking up. So you're literally waking up early-ish, or like earlily. That's gonna stop down before 9. Well, thanks for dropping by, Yin. Good luck with your spreadsheets or whatever else you're doing to get Genshin going. I'm gonna keep plugging away through this lesson's main points and probably through the next lesson's main points, so I can call myself good for my homework this week. And then depending on the time, I might drop back to the first book. If you're still playing Blue Ark, have you been using it? I am. I signed in today actually to go say hi to Hoshino and was surprised to hear her talking to me about Halloween. So that was cute. I was like, hi Hoshino, you're so adorable. I wish I could pat you on the head and let you fall asleep somewhere. That's all I want to do. Just let her fall asleep somewhere warm. Although if she kept like, if she was staying over in my apartment and she like kept like cranking the heat, I'd probably get annoyed with her because I like to keep my apartment cool. I leave it at 69 degrees. Save for the summer version of her. There's a summer version of her? Are there like regular swimsuit editions of all the characters, I assume? That aren't attached to events that like repeat? Okay. So they have a couple. Oh, this is a good point. So like this is an E adjective, hayaku or hayai, right? And so, you know, we do this. I don't know how to write this in English. Like early, like how to properly like say this in English. I mean, it's an adjective to an adverb. Early is an adjective, right? But the adjective form of early is also early. I don't know English, god damn it. Anyway, here's the example for na adjectives. Kirei, which is pretty, becomes kirei ni. Super easy. Next summer event after the Rion will be, and she's limited. Ah, so you can't like max her easily, right? Because you can't like keep getting dropped versions of her. Pretty to prettily. Prettily? This feels wrong. I feel like I'm getting it across, but oh. Here you go, this is better. Neat to neatly. There we go, that's a better way of saying it. Because their example is kirei ni. Sorry. Kaite kudasai. Which is, please write it neatly. Not, good lord. Please write it neatly. Okay, so E adjectives conjugate with ku, you drop the E, add the ku, and then na adjectives, you add ni onto it. So super easy. And then there's a couple exercises. I don't really know if I really need to, honestly. I feel like these things in general are more about like teaching you that certain things conjugate certain ways. Like we know hayai becomes hayaku, kire becomes kirei ni, and then we have oki, which is big. Speaking of big, hi Trollmeister, welcome back. Big ups to you as what's his name? The guy who does Borat, Ali G would say. Big Meister. Oki Meister. And then if we turn this adjective into an adverb, it is an E adjective. So it becomes okiku. Okiku. Big. Which is oh, this is like Donald Trump. This is big to bigly. Or great to greatly. I don't know how you want to say it, but I'm having fun, so we're gonna say bigly. Let's see, what's another one they got? We have chisai, which is the opposite. Chisai. Did I spell it wrong? Sorry, my the kanji autocomplete is not chisai. Here we go. So chisai conjugates the exact same way, which is you drop the E, you add the ku. So chisai. Pretty sure, yeah. Chisaku. So, and that's whoops, small to small. Adverbs are not something that I think about too much, honestly. So apologies for my terrible English. Smally. Smaller? Bigger? I don't... adjectives? Adverb big. What is the adjective for big? Loud. That's not good. Bigly apparently is a real word. What about small? Smally. These are coming back as real words and I don't believe it. You just read your name in English. It sounds awesome. You mean like if we spelled it out in katakana? Like, let's see. Yeah. Turoru maisu deru. Oh, that did not... I don't know how some kanji got mixed in there. I was writing in katakana, damn it. That's fun though. We'll do another one. See, this is yasui, which is cheap. And as you can guess, it is an E adjective, which means we drop the E, we add the ku. So, yes, it's cheaply. So like cheap to cheaply, like cheaply made. So E adjectives are super freaking easy, basically. So let's do something that's just as easy, but different. So shizuka ni, which is quiet. Or, well, sorry, I spoiled it. Shizuka is quiet. Shizuka ni is the appropriate way to turn it into an adverb, sorry. So quiet becomes quietly. So like talk quietly. Shizuka ni ite. Like lower your voice, right? And shinsetsu. Shinsetsu ni. Shinsetsu. My brain is derping. Do you know that in Germany 93% of all PC games are bought online via download? I did not know that. That's impressive. No one wants... Is like the 7% people buying collector's editions of like physical things? Shinsetsu. I know what this means. I swear. Shinsetsu. It's like new something or documents or... It's an adverb. Shinsetsu. Is it neatly? Shinsetsu. Why am I looking in the book? We have the internet. I can look this up in like way less time. Sincerely. Okay, so apparently it's sincerely. So sincere to sincerely. And we might as well do the last one. Oh, good. Nigika. Nigiyaka. Which means busy, like bustling, busy, like a bustling city center. Nigiyaka. Ni. So like busy to busily. Bustily is what that now looks like. Busily. 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 English is weird. Words just look wrong sometimes. 36% of all console games are bought as online download. I'm not surprised that like PC games have such a high bandwidth of online games coming down, considering like Steam and other online everythings. Like it just makes it easier than going out and buying stuff, especially with like the pandemic and everything else, right? Like I feel like that kind of got people to not go out as much. Okay, so this was our grammar for adverbial forms of adjectives to modify verbs. The second part of this is going somewhere to do something and coming back. Oh boy. There's a cool little picture with it. If I can actually get this without breaking my book in half. Oh god damn it, I just lost my place. Oh no. Wait. Here we go. See? There they are, they're cute. At the annual report for the German industry. So you got some interesting info. Oh, neat. Well, I enjoy fun facts. You never know when it's going to come in handy during a trivia game to know something like that. Going somewhere to do something and come back. The te form of a verb, followed by kimasu, sometimes has the literal meaning of go, do something, and return. For example, kusuri o kaite kimasu. I went and bought some medicine and came back. Because my pronunciation may not be perfect, let me write out that sentence for you. Kusuri. Which, kusuri. Oh. Kaite kimashita. Which is kaite kimashita. So, I went and bought medicine and came back. Again, the compactness of Japanese. Kusuri o kaite kimashita. And then it gives us a bunch of stuff, like examples of how to change the verb forms. So I've got to buy, to write, to search, to deliver, to take, to eat, to drink. And all the ways the changes in front of me. The average German gamer is 37 or 6 years old, and 48% are female, 52% are male. Pretty even split. Well, the non-binaries just aren't counted, obviously. Or maybe they're that 4% swing in the middle. Like there were enough of them that they just like shuffled some to one, shuffled some to the other, and got 52%. So that they can still say that all gamers are like basement dwelling males. Got to have it heavier on the male side for that. I don't know. It's weird. That's weird. Okay. So kaimasu, which is to buy. I like that I can make this cool arrow with the Japanese keyboard. If you want to change this, then you put it in the te form. There it is, kaite, and you add kimasu. One of the interesting things about this is that you don't ever type out the kanji for like to go, which is this. It is always written out in katakana. So kaite kimasu. Just a weird fun fact. I don't really know the reason for it. I just know that it is a thing. Kakimasu, which is to write. There we go. Kaki, or sorry, we had to put it into its te form, which is kaite. Kaite. Kimasu. Go write something and come back. Smartphones are by far the most popular gaming platform, followed by console and PC, then tablet. I blame Zoomers for this. Like, I agree, but also I don't like it. I understand that statistic, but I don't have to like it. I play my phone games every day. I play Fate Grand Order every day for like, I don't know, probably like across the total of the day, like at least a half hour. Like, you know, on, do some things, shut it off and whatnot, maybe an hour. Like when a new story chapter comes out in it, then it's like, all right, here we go. And I will sit there for hours. Or I like to pace, actually. Like I pace around in circles playing, so I get some exercise in. So yeah, probably does get the most like screen time and popularity and everything else, but I don't have to like it. They're not real games. Just kidding, they are. Kigashi. I know that there are some people who do think that way though. Or like these things aren't real. What are you doing? They're not real games. PC Master Race. Okay, this is a good one. So, sagashimasu means to search, like Google, or to like look around and search for something, like find my water, like search for my water, right? Sagashimasu. And to go out and try to search for something and come back, sagashitekimasu. Now, you might notice that sagashitekimasu has this tekimasu in it, right? Like that's kind of the point. We're in these tekimasu things. And you might be thinking about like when your local like dunce runs out into the road and gets knocked into another road by an isekai truck, and they always go, Itekimasu! Itekimasu is the version, is this grammar point that we're doing with the verb for to go. So it's to go, itekimasu. I will go and come back, is literally what it means. Okay, there's also torimasu, which means to take, or if we put it into its form, then it's todoketekimasu. Todoketekimasu. Or sorry, am I looking at the right thing here? I missed a bit, that's why. Todorimasu. Wait, what? Todokimasu. Sorry, sometimes I can't read. Todokimasu. Oh, this is to deliver. No wonder. I'm reading two different things. That's why I'm getting confused. It is torimasu. To take. Like to take a picture. And then it's totekimasu. Sorry. They're right next to each other, so I kept like reading things. Approvision is dominating. 4 billion. 1 billion subscription, 100 mil. Jeez. Gotta get, it's that gotcha money. Why buy a figurine for $200 when you can spend $200 on a phone game and get JPEGs instead? Says the whale. To eat, we don't need to do that. Nandekimasu. To drink. Yeah, we're good. Let's see. There's a second part of this one, which is constructing sentences. I don't know if we need to though. Pano katakimasu, tabemasu. So they're giving stuff like, I went and bought bread and then I ate it. So that's a pretty good sentence. This is clearly a good one that we can all use. Pan, which is bread, delicious bread, and katekite, which is I went and bought, came back, or I went and bought, and then tabemasu. So this is an interesting one, because this is 3 verbs. Cracking smacking into a gotcha mechanic. I mean, you could have a gotcha for stupid like different cavemen or something. I don't know. I don't know if you should have a gotcha for cosmetics. You could just like put them in a shop and sell them instead. That'd probably also work. This is a good one though, because this is a combination of what we see up here, as well as the usual way you string together verbs to indicate that you did this, then this, then this. Because when you string together verbs, you put them into the te form. And then at the very end, the last verb in your chain of however many verbs you put into the te form goes into either the mas form for like I did it just now or I will do it in the future, or mashita into the past form as in I did all these things ending with this. So like this one is I'm gonna go buy bread, katte, I'll come back, kitte, and then I'll eat it, tabemasu. You do. I love crack and smack, and I bought all different skin items. You should try it. Best exercise. Well, so we do like crack can. Oh, this keyboard is not good for trying to get this. Crack can. Suma. It keeps trying to give me like crazy kanji for things. It's like I just want you to write in katakana. Kraken su ma makin o kaite kite asobi or aso tayo. I think it's asobi. How would I tell someone? Oh, Sunday. That's what it is. Sorry, I couldn't remember the. No, so I'm trying to think of how you would say you should go by, because we learned that we have it in here of like telling someone to do something. I think you put it into the ta form. So hold on, asonda, I think. Asonda gaho. Asonda. Wait, no ga. Ho. Ga e. That's yo. Something like this. Let's see if I got this right according to Google Translate. Yep. Hold on. Let me. Google Translate is doing some real cool things, but got the gist of it. As you can see, it's better to buy a crack and smackin' and play with it. Crack and smackin' o kaite kite asonda hou ga ii desu yo. Which is like, this is Google Translate not doing it very well, honestly. Like, this is correct. This is go buy, come back, and play is a good thing to do. So there you go. If you wanted to, you got to do it like the old like Nintendo announcer voices. Go Kuraken Smacken no kate kate. Like you know how like there's always that thing for like old Japanese game commercials and that kind of thing, where like they always have like that dude with like the deep voice saying it. Kuraken Smacken no kate kite asonda hou ga ii desu yo. Like get your head going, but you'd have to have like caveman speech. So maybe we should like fuck this up more if you're gonna have do it and then do Japanese caveman speech somehow. Anyway, there we go. Good use of two things in this chapter: going to do something and coming back, combined with making strong suggestions, which is topic number 3, which is the ta or nai form followed by hou ga ii desu expresses a strong suggestion of should do or should not do, respectively. So, and like we had this example back in the listening target dialogue, right? Which was the guy telling the other dude to go home. Oh, you're always helpful, Tromice. What are you talking about? We're all learning together, getting good things. We're learning valuable information about Germany's video game market, which, like, you know, as someone who streams games, if I wanted to do this for a living, I'd probably need to know that kind of stuff in order to know what I should be playing in order to attract like the biggest market or whatever to pay the bills. Luckily, I don't have to do that, so I don't have to pay a bunch of stuff, or sorry, play a bunch of games that maybe I don't actually want to play just to support myself. But I never really understand like streamers like Moist Critical and then like the people who just spend all their time on like YouTube and stuff, like watching videos with chat. Like, how does that even work? Like, how do you become a streamer who does that? I feel like you have to be big enough to do that first, and then people are just there for it. Because I don't think you could just like watch YouTube like as you're streaming the hobby and get big. Maybe you could. I don't know. I don't know what the meta is nowadays. Anyway, here's the sentence, right? Which is kaze desu ka? Ja uchi ni kaete yasunda hou ga ii desu yo. Which is, oh, you have a cold? Well then, you should go home and rest. Although technically, yeah, you should go home and rest. Which we're seeing what we just saw before, which is go home, kaite, which is the te form, combined with yasunda, which is yasumi put into the informal da form, or the ta form, which in this case gets a D sound. So yasunda and hou ga ii desu yo, or hou ga ii desu, which is it would be better to do this thing with yo being like, I'm telling you, it is better to do this. I am making a strong suggestion of you should go home and rest. So, because a sentence with hou ga ii desu essentially suggests that someone do something or refrain from doing something that is better than what they are doing or thinking about doing, it can sound pushy. Therefore, you should not use it all the time, is what the book says. So you don't want to say it all the time, but it definitely is what you put into commercials. All right, and then the fourth section of not yet. The te form, followed by imasen, sometimes indicates that something has not yet occurred or has not yet been achieved. For example, mo reporto o kakimashita ka? So someone is asking you this, and then you could respond with yes. Hai. Mo kakimashita. Yeah, I already did it. Or ie. Mada kaiteimasen. Which is what we were just saying. Which is no, I haven't done it yet. Versus ie. Reporto wa kakimasen. Kaki. So, sorry, that didn't type out very well. Or you could also kakimasen dashita. I haven't done it. You can drop the dashita though. But so that's three possible answers. So mo reporto o kakimashita ka? Have you written the report yet? And if you're a good bloke, hai, mo kakimashita. Yes, I've already written it. Or ie mara kaiteimasen. This, yeah, I always get kind of tongue tied with kaiteimasen, which is no, I intend to, but I haven't written it yet, or I'm not gonna do it, which is ie reporto kakimasen, which is no, I'm not writing it, basically. Regarding the watch together reaction routine, fills the void of old school TV for viewers who would watch TV and just brain up like a streams. And that's fair. I mean, like, I saw someone, I think it was on Twitter, probably on Twitter, saw someone's spare thought about how like sitcoms like back in the day, where like basically the thing you put on, and like you put on something that you could ignore while you cook dinner, but like still get a laugh at every now and then. Like Friends, Sex and the City, whatever other sitcoms, Everybody Loves Raymond, those kind of shows where like you can do something, maybe like do the dishes during the commercials and then like pop back in and watch it, or those kind of things. Second monitor streamers, there you go. So same thing. I mean, I have those. Like I fall asleep to streamers. So like I fall asleep listening to Jabroni Mike yell at his chat to stop being horny and like to stop coming everywhere. And like that's what I fall asleep to, and then I have very interesting dreams. Or just like eldritch noises of Vinny screaming for corruptions on Sunday, or those kind of things. So let's do one of these question and answers, because this is like a good point. All right, so here's the question. Ooh, you get a fancy cue with this. Mo mimashita ka? Have you already seen it? Answer. So let's see. Hi. So then we would conjugate this. So let's say yes. Hi. Mo mimashita. Yes, I've already seen it. Or if you want to put it in the negative, Ie mada miteimasen. No, I haven't seen it yet. Yes or not yet. Right. And you could probably, like, you know, drop this stuff down and just say Mata. I imagine in like normal conversation, or just like hi EA, you know, or just respond with the verb, right? Like mimashita, like yeah, I've seen it, or miemasan, haven't seen it yet. Probably have to go watch some VTubers speaking Japanese and like wait for them to say something like this and pick up on it to know what the shorthand would be. But all these question and answers examples in here are basically the exact same thing here. Like, mo nomimashita ka? Have you drank it yet? Which would, I guess, kind of be like, have you tried it yet? If you were like, oh, have you had that before? You could say, hai nomimashita, which is yes, I've had it or drank it, and or ie mada non deimasen. So they're all going to conjugate pretty similar. So I don't really feel the need to go through them. Let's see. The fifth section for this lesson goes over asking for and offering explanations. There's no like wordage that explains things because there's no reason for it because they've done it in the past. But it's just showing more examples of a des, which is like bop but different. Des. Des. Ma-na-na-na. Now you have Hanson stuck in your head. I'm so sorry. So here's the classic example. Which is, oh wait, oh, I misread it. I thought they were giving wakata, but they're not. They're doing wari desu, which is bad. Like literally the adjective for bad, right? And they're like, hey, this can get changed over to waruin desu, which is like my bad, right? So you're offering an explanation or asking for an explanation. They also go over, they're basically just conjugating everything, which is fine. Warukunai desu, right? Which means not bad. Warukunai desu. And if you were like answering, I suppose, a like a question, it's like, hey, like how was it? Right? Was it good? Was it bad? How was it? Right? Warukunai desu. which is, yeah, it was bad. It wasn't so bad.悪くないんです. See, and so that's an E adjective example, and I mean it conjugates in the same way as it normally does. So like warukatta desu, like put it in the past tense for it was bad. Warukattan desu. If you're answering a question, like someone asks you, like, "Oh, how was it?" Or like, I guess like "in desu ka?" Waruin desu ka? Which one was it? Was it good or bad? In desu ka? Waruin desu ka? And you'd be like, warukattan desu. Like, it was kind of, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It wasn't good. Warukunakatta desu. That's a fun one. The way that verbs, or sorry, adjectives in this case, conjugate is so fun. Like they just get very bouncy and like rhythmic, I feel. So, and just to be clear, let me this is the present tense, right? And this is the present negative tense. And then this is the past tense. And this is the past negative tense. Just in case it's not clear what we're going over here and why we're conjugating things. So that's what this is. Like warukunakatta is wasn't bad is what it means. Wasn't bad. Warui means bad. It's the adjective for bad. So when you negate it and put it in the past, warukunakatta. Warukunakatta. Because warukunai, right? And the des, you can ignore basically here, but yeah. But if you were answering someone's question and like someone up to you was like, "Hey, in desu ka?" Like, "Hey, is it good?" And you're like, "No." Or wasn't bad. Warukunakattan desu. So the desu is here. And that's the indicative part. The part that is indicating rather that you are offering an explanation, or it could be asking for one, right? Well, like I'm saying, like in desu ka, that is in desu. E for good, 2 E's, and in desu, asking for an explanation, right? So every time you've ever heard an anime girl or someone go in desu ka, like, "Oh, like, are you okay?" Or daijoubu desu ka? Or I guess not daijoubu, because you don't really hear that. I think daijoubu would be a na adjective, in which case you would conjugate it differently. Which oops, that was not on the right keyboard there. Benri desu, which means benri desu, which means convenient. And if you were asking someone, like, I guess like how your trip was, like, I don't know when you would ask someone, like, "Oh, was it convenient?" Like, as an explanation, but that's the word they choose to use here in the example for some reason. But benri nan desu. So desu, when it comes to na adjectives, it still gets stuck on the end of it, so it becomes nan desu. Benri nan desu. It's like, was it convenient for you? Benri nan desu. Ka. I suppose since we're asking questions, benri nan desu ka, if you were asking for an explanation. But if you were answering and saying, "Yeah, it was convenient," benri nan desu. And this conjugates pretty similar ish. So sorry, not past. This is the present. And then benri dewa arimasen. So this is the present negative, right? So it was not convenient, right? And if you were answering someone's question of like, how was it? And you want to offer an explanation or something like that, then you could use the na and you could say, Benri dewa nine desu. So it's pretty similar. Na, nai, desu, you know, nai as in the negative. So they don't really like change too much, honestly. And the past tense of it is the exact same type of thing, where it becomes benri deshta and benri datandas. So you take deshta, right, which is this in the past. That, I suppose. Anyway, and you put it into its plain form, which is why the book has waited this long to do it, because they didn't introduce the plain form until a couple chapters ago at this point, I believe. And it becomes benri datandas. So benri datandas, which should be the past. Yeah, excuse me. And then to really go hard here, to put it into the past negative, benri dewa arimasen deshita would become benri dewa nakatandas. So it conjugates in the same way, like kunai and that kind of thing for the past negative. It's just getting very informal in here, I guess. So benri dewa nakatandas. Nakata. Nakata is pretty normal when you are, you know, past conjugating things. So, and this is all for na adjectives versus e adjectives, which are the two types of adjectives that you always have to keep track of. But there's a third thing when it comes to explanations and offering them and whatnot, which is not just adjectives, but also nouns. The horror of nouns. And the example word they choose to use for this, for whatever reason, is kaze desu, is a cold. Literally means the wind, but also a cold. So if you were to conjugate, wow, sorry, I am having troubles making this error right now. It's like playing the Texas all over again. Just can't see the keyboard. Kaze nandas. So this was used, I believe, in the target dialogue. I keep accidentally hitting like E then N. Anyway, so this is again like offering explanations and stuff, right? So like in the target dialogue, which is here.
出張でしょ?
Lesson 6.
I think he uses it pretty much right at the beginning.
顔色がよくありませんね。風邪ですか?
ええ、実はちょっと熱があるんです。さっき薬を買ってきて飲んだんですが。はっ！
早く家に帰って休んだ方がいいですよ。
でもまだ昨日の会議のレポートを書いていないんです。
無理をしない方がいいですよ。あさってから中国出張でしょ?
ええ。
This poor dude.
じゃあすみませんが、今日はお先に失礼します。
ええ、お大事に。
Okay, maybe it wasn't used in there, but it's probably used in one of the other bits. But yeah, kaze nandas. I mean, it makes sense, right? If you stay out in the cold, you get sick. and then you have to, you know, become better, I guess. So kaze dewa nine desu. This is, it conjugates pretty similar to the na adjectives, honestly. Which is, there's, whoops, sorry, had one extra e there. Dewa nine desu. So negative, present, negative, and the present. So like if someone was like, it's like, oh, why is your face so pale? You could be like, kaze nan desu, because I have a cold. And if we want to put it into the past, like, you know, like yesterday, how come your face was so like gross looking and you were just like bleeding out the eyes and whatnot? You're like, oh, you know, allergies. And in that case, we get into the past, right? So kaze datan desu. So again, it goes into the ta form of des, so it becomes datan desu, which is the past. And then for our last trick, dewa arimasen deshita, which is the past negative. And if you want to put that into like the offering explanation mode or whatever, you can imagine that this conjugates, like I said, very similar to the other one. It becomes nakatan desu. So again, nakata, nakatan desu. It just gets the indes, so it's not too crazy. German, you have Erkatong, which is an interesting take on the German one for cold. Kaltong. Erkatong. Neat. I'm trying to remember if my my mom ever used that word at all. Though generally she just spoke German when she was angry at us, not necessarily when she was taking care of us because we had a cold. You also have cool words like Krankenwagen for your ambulances. Let's see. So there's a shit ton of vocab in here. I don't really know if I want to write all this out, honestly, because it will take all night. But Schmetterling for butterfly. That's a great word. Schmetterling. Condition, though, is probably a good word to know, right? Probably. So let's choshi. So choshi is condition. So, you know, like an ailment, you know, like that kind of condition. Like if a doctor was asking you what your condition was, they'd probably ask you what your choshi is. And the flu, I love. I love the flu because it's literally just influenza. 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 The flu. Schmetterling translated as smashing. So Schmetterling. Smashing lings? Is that like their wings? I don't know what ling does to a word in German, if it does something specific. A little smashling. Just rip off their butterfly wings like you're that one gothic band named Him. H-I-M. Argi. arurigi. So this is also a good one to know, probably, because like if you had to, like if someone asked you, it's like, oh, do you have any allergies, like at a restaurant, and they wanted to make sure you didn't die on their floor because you ate a peanut and you're not supposed to, you might be like, you know, peanuts arurigi, like I have this. Actually, that is a good usage of undes, because undes, as you recall, is for offering explanations, right? So if you had to explain to the waiter you can't eat peanuts because of an allergy, then you would use that, right? You'd be like, peanuts. I don't actually know how you spell like, I know that they use katakana for it. Peanutsu? I just don't know, nuts, maybe peanutsu? I feel like there might be a small su in here. But anyway, peanutsu. Otabe masen. Right. I can't eat peanuts. Or I guess you'd probably, this is the problem with English versus, be like, arugi ga arun desu. Like, I have an allergy. So, arugi ga arun desu kara peanutsu o tabemasen. Right. So, because I have an allergy, I can't eat peanuts. Could be a way to possibly try to explain to the waiter you can't eat peanuts because of an allergy. I think there are words in which ling is used to refer to the spoken thing person to a group or associate with each other, but it's more of a rare thing. Okay. I mean, it's a fun word, Smetterling. I feel like one of my friends occasionally like call someone his little Schmetterling. I wonder if he actually knows what it means or he just likes the way it sounds. Okay, but that was good though. I'm glad that we hit allergy here. Hangover? Do you need to know what the Japanese word for hangover is? In case you ever had to go to like an office party and explain why you were late or something. So it is futsukashoi, I guess. Futsukayoi. Futsukayoi. Which is hangover. Ready? Oh, I love that. Okay, you ready? Translate by voice. Oh, listen. Here we go. Google chime.
二日酔い、二日酔い、二日酔い、二日酔い、
Futsukayoi. I love how like rhythmic it is.
二日酔い、二日酔い、
Futsukayoi.
二日酔い、
It's so like
二日酔い、
Futsukayoi. God, robot voices are just great. Futsukayoi.
酔い、酔い、
Yoi is apparently drunkenness. Like specifically with it's interesting because like if you put into Google Translate, it doesn't understand what you want unless you use kanji for it. And the kanji is this. Which if we look up this cool one right here of drunkenness, I want to find, was it jisho.org? Drunk, feel sick, poisoned, elated, and spellbound are some of the various meanings of this. I like that spellbound is one of them, and poisoned, which is, you know, accurate. But the other funny thing is, like, we know what these are, you know, like this is 2, right? And then this is the sun, right? Or the day counter. So like 2-day drunk is literally what this means, which means hangover. Utsukayoi. So like you're drunk twice. Like it's like the second day of your drunkenness is hangover. Isn't that great? Like that's like one of the fun things with kanji. Like when you look up the meanings and you like piece together, you're like, oh, that's kind of funny. Like they tell a little story about how drunk you were, that it's the second day, but you're still smashed because you're hungover and screwed up and poisoned. Great. Let's see. Jet lag is oh god, so tiny, my old man eyes. Jisa bokeh is jet lag. So G sa bokeh is jet lag. Jisa bokeh. Let's see. To catch a cold is hiku. Sleepy is nemui, which I feel like most of us maybe know. Which is sleepy. Nemui. And again, another good ndes, right? Because like if you had like a little kid and you're like, oh, they're sleepy, they'd probably say in their like this little sleepy voices of like, Nemoi, you know. I'll remember tree into forest, it's more the same content. Yes, that one's pretty good. The forest for the kanji for ki. And then 3 keys make a forest, apparently. A runny nose is also a good one, which is Hanamizu. And yes, that is literally what it sounds like. Hana is nose. Mizu is water. So a runny nose is literally nose water. Like it's just good. It's a solid word. Let's see. Also, the word for sneeze. Oops. Stop keyboards. The words for sneeze is kushami. Oh, my keyboard is still not swapping back. Hey, write in Japanese, douchebag. Kushami, which is just an onomatopoeia of what it sounds like. Kushami, like a sneeze. Kushami. Yeah, that's pretty much it. There's I guess we'll do one more. We'll do a very generic one of, oops, I swear I spelled that right. Kegao suru, which you can tell by the suru, this is like you did something, right? You did something to yourself, and what did you do to yourself? You fucked yourself up, because this is get injured. So kega is an injury, and so to do an injury is to get injured. So kega o suru is injured, or kega o shimashita. I was injured. Onomatopoeia? How do you actually pronounce that? Wait, the kushami one? Or onomatopoeia? Okay. Onomatopoeia.
Onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia.
Onomatopoeia.
Onomatopoeia.
I don't say on, I don't think. Or do I? I like skip the middle part for some reason. Onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia.
Onomatopoeia.
They say mata with this weird Google voice.
Onomatopoeia.
I don't like that. I don't say mata. Onomata. Onomatopoeia. Though I also don't like saying like, you know how people say near automata? I know that it's probably automata, but I don't like that. Near automata. You play that near automata game yet? Near automata? Near automato? It's like tomato versus tomato. It doesn't actually matter, just like one of those weird things. Anyway, we're now to the speaking practice portion of this, where we get to listen to the CD again, which is good. So, let me give the sentence context. A word you might never be using in your life. Well, onomatopoeia? I mean, it's just the word you use for, you know, kshami, for sound effects. Your German word for that is Lautmalere. Lautmalere? Which is just sound painting. Oh, that's probably way better than whatever the hell onomatopoeia means. Like, I don't even know where that comes from. Like, you know, like the etymology of the word. Etymology. Wonder, like, history of word, because normally you can find out. Onomatopoeia came into English via late Latin and ultimately traces back to Greek onoma, meaning name, and poena, meaning to make a meaning for a name. Interesting. It's Latin, so, you know, as is most English, I suppose, when you go all the way back as far as you can. Onoma can be found in such terms as onomastics, which refers to the study of proper names and their origins. While poena gives us, or sorry, pena gives us such words as poem and poet. English speakers have only used the word onomatopoeia since the mid-1500s, but people have been creating words from the sounds heard around them for much longer. No shit. In fact, the presence of so many imitative words in language spawned the linguistic bow wow theory, which postulates that language originated in imitation of natural sounds. The bow wow theory. Am I going on a rabbit hole here? A theory that language originated in imitations of natural sounds, such as those of birds, dogs, or thunder. Compare the ding-dong theory or the poo-poo theory. I am not making this up. I wish I was. What is linguistics? The ding-dong theory. What? Hold on, we take a break from your regularly scheduled Japanese language learning to find out what the hell the ding-dong theory is. A theory that language originated out of a natural correspondence between objects of sense perception and vocal noises which are part of an early human's reaction to them. Why is this called the ding-dong theory? Sense and vocal noise. No, and I'm sorry, the poo-poo theory? Sorry, it's here, let me make sure you can see all of it. Kind of. A theory that language originated in interjections which gradually acquired meanings. So wait, so is the poo-poo theory that, like, this is caveman grunts, like unga boonga acquired meaning, versus how is ding dong different from bow wow? Like, bow wow is like, oh, the dog goes womp, so now I say womp when I want to talk to the dog. But, like, this is Pokemon. This is Pokemon theory. This is the, like, the Pokemon say their name, so you call them by that name. Natural correspondence between objects of sense perception and the vocal noises, which were part of early humans' reaction to them. Oh, I didn't see the reaction part. Ding dong is like, I saw a bear and went brah, so therefore it is now called a brah, and I would tell everyone about the bois. Man, linguistics is wild. Imagine. Hold on, sorry, I need to do one more thing before we stop this subject. Ding dong theory author. I just need to know. Michelle Robinson. Is that a real name? Ding dong gorilla author. Okay, that's not linguistics. hold on. Maybe if I just look up the ding dong theory for like Wikipedia or something, I can find. I just need to know who made this up. Oh god, there's more. Oh no. Oh no. It's some college professor's website. The mama theory, the tata theory, the bow wow theory, the poo poo, the ding dong, the yo hee ho theory, the sing song theory, the hey you theory, the hocus pocus theory, and the eureka theory. Water babies? What? What the hell? Noam Chomsky, you fuck. Do I get to blame Noam Chomsky for this? Because I will. I will happily do so. Ding dong theory. The famous linguist Max Mueller. So do I get to blame whoever this Max guy is for this? This is anyway. Let's listen to a language that doesn't have someone calling it ding dong theory.
Lesson 6. Practice 1.
I was gonna put down the context.
Speaking practice 1.
風邪ですか？
いいえ、アレルギーです。日本には花粉症の人が多いんですよ。
そうなんですか。
Okay.
Lesson
So,
6.
nice and short.
Practice 1. Speaking practice 1.
風邪ですか？
いいえ、アレルギーです。日本には花粉症の人が多いんですよ。
そうなんですか。
Hold on.
Lesson 6.
I need her to say it one more time.
Practice 1. Speaking practice 1.
Also, like the fold of my nose, like, you know, like where it meets your face and whatnot,
いいえ、アレルギ
it's
ーです。
itchy, so apologies if it looks like I'm doing weird shit.
日本には花粉症の人が多いんですよ。
そうなんですか。
Okay. A lot of
Lesson
people,
6.
in Japan, a lot of
Practice
people
1.
have them.
Speaking practice
basically?
1.
風邪ですか？
いいえ、アレルギーです。
Oh, no, it's an allergy.
日本には花粉症の人が多いんですよ。
そうなんですか。
Lesson
A
6.
lot of people
Practice
have.
1.
I think
Speaking
kafunsha
practice 1.
is literally hay fever, I think. But let me double
風邪
check.
ですか？
いいえ、アレルギーです。
Yep.
日本には花粉症の人が多いんですよ。
そうなんですか。
And then he says, "Is that so?"
Lesson 6. Practice
but
1.
like hay
Speaking
fever
practice 1.
is also known as pollen allergies. That's just what it
風
is.
邪ですか？
いいえ、アレルギーです。日本には花粉症の人が多いんですよ。
But like we also this is a good example again of the ndes business, because like he asks her, like, do you have a cold, and then she gives an explanation back, so she uses the ndes form for it, right? And specifically the last part, oh, come on, give me my thing. She says Nihon ni wa, in Japan, sorry, having trouble typing. Oh no, it is Kafunsha. Kafunsho no hito, which is, you know, people. No hito ga oin desu yo. So, you didn't clip it properly? I mean, I'm happy you clipped something. The linguistics, that's funny. Excuse me. What do you mean it didn't cut properly? Where were you trying to cut it? Out of curiosity? Where does it cut off? How is Ding Dong? So how is Ding Dong? I like that it just ends at Ding Dong though. Yeah, Yep. That was Ding Dong Different Room Pal. I could just like clip that out. We'll throw it on the YouTube channel as the channel trailer so that everyone knows exactly what they're getting when they come here. Actually, does Twitch do? Twitch does trailers now, right? Like you can put one on the front of your channel when you're offline and will play for someone. Just put that. We'll see if new people show up from it. Nihon ni funsha no hito ga oii desu yo. So there's an des as part of the explanation. It is modifying big, like oi, or sorry, not big, but a lot of like oi, big, a lot of people, a large number of people. So she's saying the Konfunsha people, the people with hay fever, with pollen allergies, there are a lot of them, don't you know, in Japan. So yeah, it's like I got a cold, everyone's got a cold. It's just the normal thing here. All right, track 37.
Lesson 6. Practice 1. Speaking practice 2.
Oh wait, we need, hold on.
風
Asking someone who has been off with a cold how they are doing is the context clue for this. And then 37.
ではどうですか？
おかげさまでもう大丈夫です。
よかったですね。
Lesson 6. Practice 1. Speaking practice 2.
風邪はどうですか？
おかげさまでもう大丈夫です。
よかったですね。
Lesson 6. Practice 1. Speaking practice 2.
風邪はどうですか？
おかげさまでもう大丈夫です。
よかったですね。
Lesson 6. Practice 1. Speaking
I suppose, like, I guess
practice 2.
you could translate like that, maybe.
風邪はどうですか？
おかげさまで
Like-
もう大丈夫です。
よかったですね。
Like, it's literally the past tense of good. Like, oh,
Lesson
that's
6.
good. Right? But, like, the
Practice
feeling
1.
there is, like,
Speaking
that's a
practice
relief.
2.
Like, I'm glad, you know.
風邪はどうですか？
おかげさまでもう大丈夫です。
よかったですね。
Though, like, that bit that he's saying right here, which is Okage-sama de. Oh, god damn it, keyboard. Why do you keep doing this? Stop swapping back to English. Okage-sama de. Which literally means thanks to you. So my guess is that he like brought him some cold medicine or something. So that's why he's saying it, maybe. Okage-sama de mo daijoubu. It's already fine. Alright, and then the last one of this section is calling the office to say that one will be late because of an injury. Injured. I know how to type, I swear. Number 38.
Lesson 6. Practice 1. Speaking practice 3.
鈴木です。今病院にいるんです。
どうしたんですか？
ちょっと足に怪我をしたんです。今日は午後から会社に行きます。
わかりました。気をつけて。
Lesson 6. Practice 1. Speaking practice 3.
鈴木です。今病院にいるんです。
どうしたんですか？
ちょっと足に怪我をしたんです。今日は午後から会社に行きます。
わかりました。気をつけて。
Lesson 6. Practice 1. Speaking practice 3.
That he says something else.
鈴木です。今病院にいるんです。
どうしたんですか？
ちょっと足に怪我をしたんです。今日は午後から会社に行きます。
わかりました。気をつけて。
Lesson 6. Practice 1. Speaking practice 3.
Be careful. I like that this guy's still going to the office though.
鈴木です。今病院にいるんです。
どうしたんですか？
ちょっと足に怪我をしたんです。今日は午後から会社に行きます。
わかりました。気をつけて。
Like, he's like, I'm in the hospital. I broke my foot, or whatever he's saying. And then he says, 今日は午後から会社に行きます. So, like, 今日は today, 午後から from the afternoon on, 会社に行きます. I'll go to the office. So, like, I'll be in the office in the afternoon. Just gotta stop by and have them, like, repair my foot. Choom. Oh, wait, there's another speaking practice one. It's in the second section. Confirming the details of a dinner party. Ooh, a dinner party. Here we go.
Lesson 6. Practice 2.
Let's listen.
Speaking Practice 1.
あさっての食事会はどこでするんですか？
まだ決めていないんです。さっきパンフレットをもらってきたんですが、ここはどうでしょう？
いいですね。皆さんに早く知らせた方がいいですよ。
はい。予約してすぐメールします。
Lesson 6. Practice 2.
Got the ending part.
Speaking Practice 1.
あさっての食事会はどこでするんですか？
まだ決めていないんです。さっきパンフレットをもらってきたんですが、ここはどうでしょう？
So,
いいですね。皆さんに早く知らせた方がいいですよ。
the day after
はい。
tomorrow.
予約してすぐメールします。
And that the last thing is he's
Lesson
gonna
6.
like mail out
Practice
the
2. Speaking Practice 1.
the reservation business.
あさっての食事会はどこでするんですか？
まだ決めていないんです。
も
さっきパンフレットをもらってきたんですが、
う slow down.
あさっての食事会はどこでするんですか？
まだ決めていないんです。
もう食事
さっきパンフレット
は
を
oh, it's
もらって
dinner
きた。
party.
あさっての食事会はどこでするんですか？
And he's not saying mo, he's saying no. Jeez. So the day after tomorrow's dinner party, shokuji.
まだ決めて、
どこでするんですか？あさっての食事会はどこでするんですか？
まだ
Doko de surun desu ka? So he's saying doko de surun desu ka, which is asking where should we have it? How do we make this into a proper English sentence? The dinner about the dinner party in a day, or the day after tomorrow. Where should we have it? Or where should we have the dinner party the day after tomorrow? Asate always throws me off. Like I like the word, so I like recognize it right away. It's also just fun to say. But also like translating it into English is hard because we don't have a word for the day after tomorrow besides the sentence the day after tomorrow, which is like annoying. Does German have that? Does it have a specific word for the day after tomorrow? Where should we have the dinner party the day after tomorrow?
Speaking Practice 1.
あさっての食事会はどこでするんですか？
まだ決めていないんです。さっきパンフレットをもらってきたんですが、ここはどうでしょう？さっきパンフレットをもらってきたんですが、ここは
Oops, I
あ
went
さっ
back.
ての食事会はどこでするんですか？
まだ決めていないんです。さっきパンフレットをもらってきたんですが、ここはどうでしょう？
いいですね。
Yesterday, something
皆さ
about
んに早く
pamphlet.
知らせた方がいいですよ。
I assume he
パン
got
フレッ
one.
トをもらってきたんですが、まだ決めていないんです。さっきパンフレットをもらってきたんですが、ここはどうでしょ
Ah, okay.
いいですね。
He brought a pamphlet. Okay. From yesterday. Or
皆さんに早く知
it
ら
might
せた
not
方がいい
be,
ですよ。
sorry, no, it might not be yesterday.
う？予約してす
Saki
ぐ
can
メ
also
ール
mean
しパン
like
フレットをもら
earlier.
ってきたんですが、
Lesson 6.
You can also say Uber, or just stack the Uber. Alright, well, there you go. I guess we say like, I guess I have said like next day before. Like not in any professional context, but like next day.
Practice 2. Speaking Practice 1.
It just sounds weird to say it
あさ
though.
っての食事会はどこでするんですか？
まだ決めていないんです。さっきパンフレットをもらってきたんですが、 ここはどうでしょ
いいですね。
Kokowa
皆さんに
Dojo.
早く
How about this place? So Saki is earlier. And he's saying that he basically got a pamphlet earlier. So he's like, earlier I got a pamphlet and I brought it with me. Wataki. Watakite. So I guess you could be like, earlier I got this pamphlet. Like if they were having a conversation, he'd be like, oh, earlier I got this pamphlet, probably. How will this place?
知らせた方がいいですよ。
う。さっきパン
Practice 1.
あさっての食事会はどこでするんですか？
まだ決めていないんです。さっきパンフレットをもらってきたんですが、ここはどうでしょ
いいですね。皆さんに早く知らせた方がいいですよ。
う。はい。予約してすぐメールします。
I don't think he's actually saying tell, but
ここはどうでしょう。
いいですね。皆さんに早く知らせた方がいいですよ。
はい。予約してさっき
Hold on.
パンフレットをもらってきたんです
so
が、こ
fast.
こはどうでしょう。
いいですね。皆さんに早く知らせた方がいいですよ。
はい。
Minasan
予約し
de
てすぐメールしま
Hayaku.
す。
What?
いいですね。皆さんに早く知らせた方がいいですよ。
はい。
Shira
予約してすぐメール。
Shirabete? What was it? Hayaku Shiraseta. Shiraseta? I don't think I know that verb. I'm gonna have to actually go look it up, I guess. Shira. I'm sure that he's just saying go tell everyone, but Shiraseta. And this is saying inform. Yeah. Shiraseru is a R2 verb, which means to inform. So tell was close, just like context clues wise, I was picking it up, but still. So many ore farming bots in WoW. Do you have one?
皆さんに早く知らせた方がいいですよ。
はい。予約してすぐメールします。
Lesson 6. Practice 2. Speaking Practice 1.
あさっての食事会はどこでするんですか？
まだ決めていないんです。さっきパンフレットをもらってきたんですが、ここはどうでしょう。
いいですね。皆さんに早く知らせた方がいいですよ。
はい。予約してすぐメールします。
Lesson 6. Practice 2.
He's saying
Speaking Practice 1.
Yos.
あさっての食事会はどこでするんですか？
まだ決めていないんです。さっきパンフレットをもらってきたんですが、ここはどうでしょう。
いいですね。皆さんに早く知らせた方がいいですよ。
はい。予約してすぐメールします。
Yoyakshite.
すぐメールします。してすぐ
And he's saying Sugumeru, like he'll send it out soon. But yeah, he's the word for reservation. That's, I don't know, that just seems weird to me. I mean, I guess he's sharing the reservation with everyone. It just seems like a strange way of phrasing it, but maybe that's just because I'm trying to put it into English. They're annoying. You can't do relaxed aura farming on the side with a dozen bots flying around granules. That reminds. Wait, are resources shared in WoW? Like, does someone going and farming something prevent you from getting it? Or is it just like noise? Because that would be really weird if that's what it were. Wait, they are shared? That's awful. Why would they do that? Is that only because you're playing classic WoW and like they fixed it later? Like that just seems wrong. Like, then everyone can't get everything. What are you supposed to do if someone keeps stealing your shit? Resources scarcity gives them value. Yeah, but it also makes bots, right? So that people can go get them. Yikes. Okay, so that was that. There's more. I flipped the page. There's actually more. There's a lot of listening exercises in this. I just spelled preparations wrong because I'm stupid. Asking how preparations are going. And I'm still stupid because I haven't finished putting the N on it. Track 40.
Lesson 6. Practice 2. Speaking Practice 2.
資料の準備はできましたか？
まだなんです。コピーの調子が悪いんです。
メンテナンスに連絡しましたか？
いいえ、まだしていません。
早く電話した方がいいですね。
Something's broken, they're gonna call
Lesson
maintenance.
6.
He's like, hurry up and fucking do it,
Practice 2.
bitch.
Speaking Practice 2.
That's just the vibe I got from that
資料の
conversation.
準備はできましたか？
まだなんです。コピーの調子が悪いんです。
So,
メンテナンスに連絡しましたか？
いいえ、
serial is
ま
our
だしていません。
documents.
早く電話した方がいいですね。
So he's like, are the
Lesson
documents
6.
ready?
Practice 2.
He said,
Speaking Practice
Hold on.
2.
資料の準備はできましたか？
まだなんです。コピーの調子が悪いんです。
メンテナンスに連絡しましたか？
いいえ、まだしていません。
so he's like, hey, you got the documents ready?
Practice 2.
And she
Speaking
says,
Practice 2.
not yet.
資料の準備はできましたか？
まだなんです。コピーの調子が悪いんです。
メンテナンスに連絡しましたか？
いいえ、まだしていません。
The copier
早く
is
電話し
shit.
た方がいいですね。
Speaking Practice 2.
資料の準備はできましたか？
まだなんです。コピーの調子が悪いんです。
メンテナンスに連絡しましたか？
いいえ、まだしていません。
Copier ain't working.
早く電話した方がいいですね。
Lesson
It's
6.
being bad.
Practice 2. Speaking Practice 2.
資料の準備はできましたか？
まだなんです。コピーの調子が悪いんです。
メンテナンスに連絡しましたか？
いいえ、まだしていません。
早く電話した方がいいですね。
Or I guess like not really
Lesson
tell. I keep going for the word tell. Like that's not
Practice
actually the
2.
verb they're using.
Speaking
But-
Practice 2.
Maintenance.
資料
need-
の準備はできましたか？
まだなんです。コピーの調子が悪いんです。
メンテナンスに連絡しましたか？
いいえ、
Renraku.
まだしていません。
早
So
く電話した方がいいです
Renraku
ね。
Lesson 6.
did you
Practice 2.
contact
Speaking Practice 2.
Renraku
資料
Suru
の準備は
is
で
to
きまし
get
た
in
か？
touch
ま
with.
だなんです。コピーの調子が悪いんです。
メンテナンスに連絡しましたか？
いいえ、まだしていません。
早く電話した方がいいですね。
Denwa
Lesson 6.
Shitaho.
Practice 2.
Hurry up.
Speaking Practice 2.
It's like, hey, hurry and
資
call
料の
them
準備はできま
soon.
したか？
まだなんです。
It'd be
コピーの
best
調子が
to
悪い
do
んで
that.
す。
メンテナンスに連絡しましたか？
いいえ、まだしていません。
早く電話した方がいいですね。
Or like,
Lesson 6.
it'd be
Practice
best
2.
to call them
Speaking
soon.
Practice 2.
Or to do it
資
soon.
料の準備はできましたか？
まだなんです。コピーの調子が悪いんです。
メンテナンスに連絡しましたか？
いいえ、ま
Yeah.
だしていま
Because
せん。
he's saying,
早く電話した方がいいですね。
Hayaku Denwa, which is phone.
Lesson 6.
Shita
Practice 2.
Hoga
Speaking Practice
desu ne.
資料の準備はできましたか？
まだなんです。コピーの調子が悪いんです。
メンテナンスに連絡しましたか？
いいえ、まだしていません。
早く電話した方がいいですね。
Hayaku Denwa Shita Hoga ii desu ne.
Lesson
He says it so
Practice
fast.
2.
電話した方がいいですね。
Whoops.
早く電話した方がいいですね。
Like, this part is so fast. Denwa Shita Hoga ii desu ne. Like it's because there's not like a lot of stress on the ta. Like, I have a habit of putting heavy emphasis on my T's. It's just the way I speak. But it like he almost drops it. Like, it's so quick.
早く電話した方がいいですね。
Denwa shito. Denwa shito. Like, it's like he's just saying shit.
電話した方がいいですね。
Denwa shito. Like, it's there. It is definitely there if you know to listen for it.
早く電話した方がいいですね。
But it's so fast. Like, hold on, ready? This is 16 seconds.
早く電話した方がいいですね。
18 seconds is when I pause it. It takes him 2 seconds to say that. 俳句伝をした方がいいですね。Like, I don't think I could say it that fast. That's so quick. But anyway, that's them talking about how the copier is broken. And then we have working even during the lunch break to get things done. Don't do this. Don't do this. Eat your fucking lunch. Relax. If you relax and like reset yourself for lunch and prepare yourself for your afternoon, you're gonna be way better off than if you like eat through lunch and don't get proper food in you. Just saying. All right, 41.
Lesson 6. Practice 2. Speaking practice 3.
12時になりますよ。鈴木さん、昼ご飯は？
どうぞお先に。私は午後の会議に出るんですが、まだ準備ができていないんです。
そうですか。じゃあ行ってきます。帰りに何か買ってきましょうか。
それじゃあ、マックのチーズバーガーセットをお願いしてもいいですか？
チーズバーガーセットですね。わかりました。
I like this guy. This guy is after my heart right here.
Practice 2.
And his own.
Speaking practice 3.
12時になりますよ。鈴木さん、昼ご飯は？
どうぞお先に。私は午後の会議に出るんですが、まだ準備ができていないんです。
そうですか。じゃあ行ってきます。帰りに何か買ってきましょうか。
それじゃあ、マックのチーズバーガーセットをお願いしてもいいですか？
チーズバーガーセットですね。わかりました。
I want that cheeseburger set.
Lesson 6.
Give me that
Practice
McDonald's.
2. Speaking practice 3.
12時になりますよ。鈴木さん、昼ご飯は？
どうぞお先に。私は午後の会議に出るんですが、
He's talking to
まだ準
Suzuki,
備が
right?
できていないんです。
2時になりますよ。鈴木さん、昼ご飯は？
どうぞお先に。私は午後の会議に出るんですが、まだ準備ができていないんです。
そうですか。じゃあ行ってきます。帰りに何か買ってきましょうか。
This is the best translation I got. Like, it's they're very casual with each other, like they're buddies. All right, so like Suzuki-san, Hirugo Hanwa, like just literally the word for lunch and wa to indicate the topic. Right? It's like, oh, what you doing for lunch? It's like someone like popping their head out over their cubicle going, lunch?
先に。私は午後の会議に出るんです
Hold
が、
on, let me rewind
Practice
it back.
2. Speaking practice 3.
12時になりますよ。鈴木さん、昼ご飯は？
どうぞお先に。私は午後の会議に出るんですが、まだ準備ができていないんです。
そうですか。じゃあ行ってきます。
He's talking about the
帰りに
meeting that he has in the afternoon.
鈴木さん、昼ご飯は？
どうぞお先に。私は午後の会議に出るんですが、まだ準備ができていないんです。
そうですか。
午後に
じゃあ行ってきます。
会議に
どうぞお先に。私は午後の会議に出るんですが、まだ準備ができ
出るん Like to go out? 午後の会議に出るんですが
午後の会議に出るんですが、まだ準備ができていないんです。
But I'm not ready yet.
まだ準備ができていないんです。
Yeah, so he's saying I've got a meeting in the afternoon but I'm not ready for it yet, basically. Right?
昼ご飯は？
どうぞお先に。私は午後の会議に出るんですが、まだ準備ができていないんです。
そうですか。じゃあ行ってきます。帰りに何か買ってきましょうか。
それじゃあ、マックのチーズバーガーセットをお願いしてもいい？まだ準備ができていないんです。
そうですか。じゃあ行ってきます。帰りに何か買ってきましょうか。
それじゃあ、マックのチーズバーガーセットをお願いしてもいいですか？が、まだ準備ができていないんです。
そうですか。じゃあ行ってきます。帰りに何か買ってきましょうか。
それじゃあ、マックのチーズバーガーセットをお願いしてもいいですか？
so you want me to get you
チ
anything
ー
on
ズ
my
バ
way
ーガー
back?
セットです。そうですか。じゃあ行ってきます。帰りに何か買ってきましょうか。
それじゃあ、マックのチーズバーガーセットをお願いしてもいいですか？
チーズバーガーセットですね。
じゃあ、
に何か買ってきましょうか。
それじゃあ、マックのチーズバーガーセットをお願いしてもいいですか？
チーズバーガーセットですね。わかりました。
Lesson 6. Practice 2. Speaking
Pretty
practice
sure.
3.
Right, that's what he's saying.
12時になりますよ。鈴木さん、昼ご飯は？
どうぞお先に。私は午後の会議に出るんですが、まだ準備ができていないんです。
そうですか。じゃあ行ってきます。帰りに何か買ってきましょうか。
それじゃあ、マックのチーズバーガーセットをお願いしてもいいですか？
チーズバーガーセットですね。わかりました。
Lesson 6. Practice 2. Speaking practice 3.
So like, the other thing is the end bit of his sweet ass McDick's bit is like, is it okay? Is what he's saying. Like, would it be okay if you did this?
それじゃあ、マックのチーズバーガーセットをお願いしてもいいですか？
But onegai shitemo ii desu ka? Like, would it like, you know, it's like, are you cool with it? Can you get me that, please?
それじゃあ、マックのチーズバーガーセットをお願いしてもいいですか？
チーズバーガーセットですね。わかりました。
Lesson 6. Practice 2. Speaking practice 3.
And just
12
like,
時になりますよ。
Borga,
鈴木さん、昼ご
you
飯は？
got it, broski.
どうぞお先に。私は午後の会議に出るんですが、まだ準備ができていないんです。
そうですか。じゃあ行ってきます。帰りに何か買ってきましょうか。
それじゃあ、マックのチーズバーガーセットをお願いしてもいいですか？
チーズバーガーセットですね。わかりました。
Good buddies with each other, really. And that's it. That's the last speaking thing for the lesson. I just want to see real quick. 91 through 92. Sorry, no, 91 through 102. Okay. Kanji ga atta ne. Kanjis and quizzes, okay. And lesson 7. Jeez. There's okay. I probably missed them doing the reading task in class, honestly. Of Mr. Oki working in the Dusseldorf office in Germany. Gets an email from Miss Tsuchida, who's coming to the office as a new staff member. Yeah, I'm not doing this on stream, though. The reading test is like the hardest thing I could possibly do, probably. And this one, I would actually want to like set up the camera so like it could look over my shoulder as I did all of it. Because there's no English translation. There's just reading and like piecing together vocab words and sentences to understand, which is good. But let's see. I'm a little bit surprised that that level 4 week 3 slides, which was from before, popped into lesson 7 as well. I feel like normally we go one lesson at a time, so it's a little bit surprising. But they go over greeting a new employee, which is cool, I guess. I don't know if I'm gonna do this tonight. 1 second. Where is... Did she not send out any homework? Hold on. Just one moment, please. I'm checking my email. I don't think she didn't send out any homework for the week. Huh. Weird. I mean, that's fine. Like, there's already a shit ton of homework just as is. So I'm not too upset about it, I suppose. I'm just surprised because normally she sends one out. Maybe she didn't send it to me because I didn't attend class. That would be weird though. Anyway, we can listen to the lesson 7 target dialogue. I don't think I'm going to go fully through. Let's see. The grammar is expressing a sequence of events, which we already know how to do, using the te form. This just goes over maini and probably autode as well. Although I do remember this being kind of tricky. Nihon ni kuru mae ni Nihongo no benkyou o hajimashita, which is I began my studies of Japanese before I came to Japan. So it's expressing a sequence of events in like a single sentence of like, I did this before this. When the emphasis is not on the order of actions, but on the duration of the previous action, you often omit ni. Nihon ni kuru mae ni nenkan Nihongo no benkyou o shiteimashita. I had studied Japanese for 2 years before I came to Japan. I remember getting somewhat tripped up by this when we learned it the first time. Expressing a sequence of events using after. There's the autode, right? The te form of a verb followed by kara, oh, it's the te kara form, means after ing. Do not confuse this form with the kara that means because. Nihon ni kite kara Nihongo no benkyou o hajimemashita. I began my studies of Japanese after I came to Japan. Te kara can also mean since, and this form is often accompanied by the adverb zutto, meaning the whole time. For example, Nihon ni kite kara zutto Nihongo no benkyou o shite imasu. I had been studying Japanese ever since I came to Japan. Yeah, so like this is getting into trickier grammar, I think, because like this stuff, like you read it and you understand it, but it's hard to like use your brain and come up with a sentence by yourself using it, I feel. They also go over toki, which is when, so like kodomotoki or kodomonotoki, which is like in my childhood, or gakusei toki, I suppose. Gakusei no toki, in this case, is like when I was a student. Hima na toki, when I had free time. Like what you do in your free time. Toki is a good word. Just means time, but it's a fun one to say, like tokidoki sometimes. Tokidoki suru. So that's actually like all the, is that really all the grammar? Okay, maybe we can do lesson 7, because that is literally all the grammar that it goes over, and then it's just a bunch of listening and exercising those things. So let's listen to the target dialogue. I know I said that I was probably gonna not, but it's so short. 42.
Lesson 7. Target Dialogue.
皆さん、ご紹介します。こちらはマリー・マルタンさんです。
はじめまして、マリー・マルタンです。3年前に大学を卒業してパリ支社に入りました。パリではマーケティングの仕事をしていました。よろしくお願いします。
Sorry, her voice is so
日
chipper.
本は初めてですか？
いいえ、大学に入る前にホームステイをしたことがあります。
マリーさん、久しぶりですね。
あ、加藤さん、ご無沙汰しています。
ああ、加藤さんはパリ勤務の時、会ったことがあるんですね。
ええ、そうなんです。仕事が終わってからよく食事に行きましたね。
ええ、懐かしいですね。
So nostalgic.
Lesson 7. Target Dialogue.
皆さん、ご紹介します。こちらはマリー・マルタンさんです。
はじめまして、マリー・マルタンです。3年前に大学を卒業してパリ支社に入りました。パリではマーケティングの仕事をしていました。よろしくお願いします。
3 years ago, she did
お
something.
願いします。こちらはマリー・マルタンさんです。
はじめまして、マリー・マルタンです。3年前に大学を卒業してパリ支社に入りました。パリではマーケティング
Oh,
の
wait,
仕
is she
事を
saying
しています。
daikaku?
3年前に大学を卒業して
Yes.
パリ支社に入りました。パリではマーケティングの仕事をしていました。よろしくお願いします。です。3年前に大学を卒業してパリ支社に入りました。パリではマーケティングの仕事をしていました。
I think I have this
よろ
wrong.
しくお願いします。
日本は初めてですか？
いいえ、
Because it's that grammar we were just going over when I think I'm already screwing up the stuff.
大学に入る前にホームステイをしたことがあります。
マリーさん、久しぶりですね。
ああ、加
But
藤
she
さ
had
ん、
a
ご
home
無
stay.
沙汰しています。
あ
Heard
あ、
that.
加藤さんはパリ勤務の時会ったことがあるんですね。
Okay, so
ええ、
what I'm gonna
そうなん
do
です。仕事が終わってからよく食事に行きましたね。
ええ、
is
懐
this.
かしいですね。
Lesson 7.
Sun in
Target
my
dialogue.
皆さん、ご紹介します。こちらはマリー・マルタンさんです。
はじめまして、マリー・マルタンです。3年前に大学を卒業してパリ支社に入りました。パリではマーケティングの仕事をしていました。よろしくお願いします。
日本は
Paris,
初めて
which
で
is
すか？
Paris.
いいえ、大学に入る前にホームステイをしたことがあります。
マリーさん、久しぶりですね。
ああ、加藤さん、ご無沙汰しています。
ああ、加藤さんはパリ勤務の時会ったことがあるんですね。
ええ、そうなんです。仕事が終わってからよく食事に行きましたね。
ええ、懐かしいですね。
Lesson 7. Target dialogue.
皆さん、ご紹介します。こちらはマリー・マルタンさんです。
はじめまして、マリー・マルタンです。3年前に大学を卒業してパリ支社に入りました。パリではマーケティングの仕事をしていました。よろしくお願いします。
Okay.
日本は
I'm
初
gonna,
め
I'm gonna pause that real quick. So I wrote out what she said, which is in the book, because it's got grammar and those things, and clearly I'm failing to pick up on it. So 3 years before graduating college, I believe, or no, 3 years ago, graduated college. That's what Sogyo shite, or Sogyo would be. I graduated from college, and then, because we're not done yet, the te form like leaves off. Right. So 3 years ago, I graduated from college in Paris. Shisha ni hairimashita. Shisha being the branch office, I believe. Because it's like Kaisha. Kaisha is a company. Shisha is like the side chick. The branch office. I graduated from Shisha ni haishimashita. And entered and joined the company, I guess. I graduated from it and joined the company at a branch office in Paris. Paris de marketing no shigoto o shitemasu. I did marketing there. Like in Paris. I guess like I worked in marketing, I suppose would be the right way to say this. I worked in marketing. Nice to meet you. Yeah. Okay. That is a harder one to follow, I feel.
はじめまして、マリー・マルタンです。3年前に大学を卒業してパリ支社に入りました。パリではマーケティングの仕事をしていました。よろしくお願いします。
日本は初めてですか？
いいえ。
Okay. And then her coworkers ask her stuff. Nihon ni hajimemasu is so it's like, hey, this your first time? And then she said no.
日本は初めてですか？
いいえ、大学に入る前にホームステイをしたことがあります。
マリーさん、久しぶりですね。
あ、加藤さん、ご無沙汰しています。
ああ、加藤さんはパリ勤務の時会ったことがあるんですね。
ええ、そうなんです。仕事が終わってからよく食事に行きましたね。
Hold on.
日本は初めてですか？
いいえ、大学に入る前にホームステイをしたことがあります。
マリーさん、久しぶりですね。
あ、加藤さん、ご無沙汰しています。
ああ、加藤さんはパリ
Gobusatsu. I
勤
don't know
務
what that
の
means.
時会ったことがあるんですね。
ええ、そうなんです。仕事が終わってからよく食事に行き
It
まし
means
た
I
ね。
have not been staying in
懐
touch.
かしいですね。
Gobu. That
Lesson 7. Target Dialogue.
皆さん、ご紹介します。こちらはマリー・マルタンさんです。
gobusatashiteimasu.
はじめまして、マリー・マルタンです。3年前に大学を卒業してパリ支社に入りました。パリではマーケティングの仕事をしていました。よろしくお願いします。
日本は初めてですか？
いいえ、
It's an
大学
interesting
に
one.
入る前にホー
Oh,
ム
I
ステ
think
イ
my
をしたこ
phone
と
just
があり
died,
ます。
by the way.
マリーさん、久しぶりですね。
あ、加藤さん、ご無沙汰しています。
Well, if that's not an indicator that the stream is
加藤
done,
さ
I
ん
don't know
は
what
パリ
else
勤
is.
務の時会ったことがあるんですね。
ええ、仕事が終わってからよく食事に行きましたね。
ええ、懐かしいですね。
I mean,
Lesson
there's always this webcam.
Target Dialogue.
皆さん、ご紹介します。
But you don't
こち
really
らは
need
マ
it.
リー・マルタンさんです。
はじめまして、マリー・マルタンです。3年前に大学を卒業してパリ支社に入りました。パリではマーケティングの仕事をしていました。よろしくお願いします。
日本は初めてですか？
いいえ、大学に入る前にホームステイをしたことがあります。
マリーさん、久しぶりですね。
あ、加藤さん、ご無沙汰しています。
ああ、加藤さんはパリ勤務の時会ったことがあるんですね。
ええ、そうなんです。仕事が終わってからよく食事に行きましたね。
ええ、懐かしいですね。
Where's the...
ご無沙汰しています。
ああ、加藤さんはパリ勤務の時会ったことがあるんですね。
ええ、そうなんです。仕事が終わってから
Say that again, lady?
加藤さんはパリ勤務の時会ったことがあるんですね。
ええ、そうなんです。仕事が終わってからよく食事に行きましたね。
ああ、加藤さんはパリ勤務の時会ったことがあるんですね。
ええ、そうなんです。仕事が終わってか
Atta
らよく食事に行きましたね。
ええ、
That's like literally like meeting
懐かしい
things.
Lesson 7. Target Dialogue.
Meeting things you
皆さん、
had.
ご紹介
AKA
します。こちらはマリー・マルタンさんです。
you
はじめまして、
you work
マ
together,
リー・マ
I
ルタンで
guess.
す。3年前に大学を卒業してパリ支社
Or
に入
not
りま
work
した。
there, but
パリではマーケティングの仕事をしていました。よろしくお願いします。
日本は初めてですか？
いいえ、大学に入る前にホームステイをしたことがあります。
マリーさん、久しぶりですね。
あ、加藤さん、ご無沙汰しています。
ああ、加藤さんはパリ勤務の時会ったことがあるんですね。
ええ、そうなんです。仕事が終わってからよく食事に行きましたね。
ええ、懐かしいですね。
Lesson 7.
basically you met each
dialogue.
other, right?
皆さん、加藤さんはパリ勤務の時会ったことがあるんですね。
ええ、そうなんです。仕事が終わってからよく食事に行きましたね。
ええ、懐かしいですね。
ええ、そうなんです。仕事が終わってからよく食事に行きましたね。
ええ、懐かしいです。
ね。
So you used to
え
do
え、そうなんです。仕事が終わってからよく食事に行きましたね。
yoku.
ってからよく食事に行きましたね。
Yeah, shokuji.
ええ、
So like they used to eat food
会ったことがあるんですね。
together after work,
ええ
probably.
そうなんです。仕事が終わってからよく食事に行きましたね。
Shigoto ga owatte kara. Owat. It's after. Yeah. When work was finished. So after work. Like owarimasu, like owate. So after work. That took a moment. Owate kara yoku shokuji ni ikimashita. We off. Okay.
会ったことがあるんですね。
ええ、そうなんです。仕事が終わってからよく食事に行きましたね。
懐かしいですね。
And she's like, oh, that's so
Lesson
nostalgic.
7. Target
I remember. Do you remember? I remember. Cool. All right. Well, the camera has died. We have done the entirety of lesson 6 and done chunks of lesson 7, including addressing some of the grammar before we did this target dialogue, which was helpful because, you know, we used some of it. And that's about it, really. There's some other speaking practice stuff. There's 3 of them, so I don't really want to do them because we've been going for 3 hours and 20 minutes, so it's a decent amount. Which involves asking an actress whether she'll continue to work after getting married, having lunch in Kyoto with a colleague who's based there, and asking the daughter of a colleague about her experience with ballet after seeing her perform. So, interesting and realistic, cool speaking practice stuff. We can do those another time. But for now, I'm gonna call it a night. And this was a fine session of practicing Japanese and learning things and going over grammar and listening. The listening exercises are like the hardest part, but also probably like the nicest part as far as like motivating oneself to like be like, oh yes, I am learning things because I can understand a good chunk of this despite the fact that they are going. Yes, and we can't forget the ding dings and the powwows. Like, I don't even feel like I need to provide a meme tonight. Like, we already got one. Like, do you really need a meme when you have this nonsense? Linguistics is just a meme. Absurd. Water babies. What even? What even is what I say. Any hoodles. Thanks for hanging out. And thanks for watching. Hope you all have a good rest of your night. Rest of your day. Whatever time, you know. All those things. And here's a cute little thing that pretty much describes a lot of people, myself included sometimes, though I do my best to socialize. I try to do it at least once a week, but you know, yep, only friend. So take it easy and bye for now.